Let's get some reaction to what we just heard from Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. Joining us now is Jefferies Analyst Brent Thill. He's got a buy rating and a $400 price target on the stock, along with Microsoft shareholder Malcolm Ethridge from CIC Wealth. Guys, welcome. Malcolm, you excited by what you heard out of Ignite today? Can you buy more Microsoft at these all-time highs?
Well, it's tough to listen to Satya Nadella, as a shareholder, listen to Satya Nadella talk about what his vision for the future of this company is specifically as it relates to the co-pilots that they rolled out at the beginning of this month, and not get excited. Let me just say that firstly. Also, any tech that's going to help to improve the customer service experience whenever I have to call into a place is going to be welcomed. But I think that at its all-time high, it's a little bit tough to buy Microsoft here, solely because I'm concerned that a lot of the buying we've been seeing is just the catch-up trade from however many institutional portfolio managers there are trying to catch up on being underweight tech at the beginning of the year.
So, Brent, a big part of whether you can buy Microsoft here probably has to do with margins, profitability. These chips they announced today, if they work as advertised, are going to probably have to make the case. Which do you think is the bigger deal here? The co-pilots that they're selling, trying to boost the top line, or the chips to drive efficiency in these massive data centers?
I think the co-pilots are number one, John. If you think about it, I'm at the conference, and that's what everyone's talking about. If you just look right across the way, there's a packed session you can't even get into to hear the session on co-pilots. So the customers don't really care about the infrastructure. They just want the technology to work. And Microsoft has been very clear. It's margin neutral year one. Year 2, 3, and 4, this is going to be margin accretive. This is a company that gets incredibly economies of scale. So this is more, in our opinion, about the co-pilots and the revenue opportunity. We think that they'll be able to solve the bottom line. As long as Amy Hood's running the CFO role, we have huge conviction, and she's been doing this for quite some time. So I don't worry about the bottom line. I think what we worry about is just the pace and the adoption and the hype. It's clearly today really early, and as Nadella said in your interview, it's going to take time to get revenue. At 24 is really where the big commercial deployments get proof. We're all in an early stage of adoption right now, but the session's packed. I've covered Microsoft for 20 years. I haven't seen this level of excitement in a long, long time around the Microsoft ecosystem.
Interesting. Malcolm, as a shareholder, I mean, is AI really the thing you're most focused on, or the fact that this is a company that has so many other businesses as well and is now integrating Activision Blizzard, for example, too? Does any of that matter? Is it really all about AI?
Yeah, Activision Blizzard might be long-term accretive for Microsoft, but Satya Nadella has made it abundantly clear. I caught the entire interview that John did, and he's made it abundantly clear that OpenAI, AI, and then specifically the co-pilots are all of his focus, right? And so I'm excited about these types of collaborations that Microsoft has been rolling out that create these sort of win-win environments. Heads, Microsoft wins. Tails, Microsoft wins. Similar to where at the OpenAI developer conference, they announced that they're going to allow developers to come in and buy compute power, buy co-pilots from OpenAI directly, or they can get it from Microsoft. But either way, they're going to be building on top of the Azure cloud, which is a win-win for Microsoft. Also in that interview, Satya Nadella was excited to talk about the GitHub partnership and how that had been accretive for them longer term. And they're also in the background working with Oracle and Adobe in similar ways. And so I think as they continue to build these co-pilots specifically to other companies that they'll collaborate with rather than compete with, it's going to be long-term accretive for Microsoft. But the excitement, I think we can't necessarily call it hype right here around this company.
Okay, well, Brent, finally then, are there other stocks in your coverage universe that have big AI potential but aren't priced for success to the degree that Microsoft is?
We think the two furthest ahead are Adobe and Microsoft. They're shipping products today. Others are not at the same level. So those are the two that are further ahead. So Adobe is one that is recognized in the stock. I'd say the other one that has not been recognized is Intuit. The concept of us as consumers trying to find better bank and credit card loans to optimize small businesses and how they run accounting, we think Intuit's going to benefit in a really big way. I think Salesforce.com is going to be a big winner longer term, but short term, They still have a lot of work to do on the product. So the company that needs it the most is Salesforce, because they have a lot of data trapped in their system. But we think Salesforce will be a big beneficiary over a period of time, a little bit further out than where Microsoft and Adobe is at. But we like Salesforce long term as it relates to their play there as well.